Hello all, Shadwell here, ready to talk about the next film in my collection, Spellbound from 1945. It's the final film in Alfred Hitchcock The Classic Collection, is directed by Alfred Hitchcock, and stars Ingrid Bergman and Gregory Peck. The film starts out by saying it's about following the tenets of psychoanalysis, but psychoanalysis as it was back in the 1940s, which means, in other words, get ready for a very bumpy, Freud-laden ride. That's what I told myself at the outset of this film when I read that crawling text. There have, thankfully, been a lot of advances in psychology since the 1940s, but let's accept that this film was operating on the cutting edge of psychology at the time, and not point out its dated references and assumptions, and maybe we can enjoy this movie more. In fact, let's try to stay away from discussing psychology at all, which I don't think is possible because the film is so heavily plotted by it, but I'm gonna try. I guess the first thing is that this movie can be an enjoyable romantic thriller if you just turn off your brain and let the film tell you what to think. Then again, I guess if you allow almost any film to do that, you're going to enjoy it, for the most part. But where this film is concerned, it has no problem weaving an incredibly complicated web, falling back on saying, because psychology, to rationalize its sometimes incredulous leaps in logic. Shit, I brought up psychology. Let's try a different angle. I really enjoy the dream sequence that gets the shit analyzed out of it later on in the movie. I don't enjoy the analysis of it, just the actual dream sequence itself. Feels very genuine and dreamlike. I'm a fan. However, there is a lot of low-key misogyny in this film, from mentions of how wrong a woman's mind is when they're in love, to dressing Bergman's character up in glasses and a lab coat to accentuate that she's a doctor. We'll soon be covering this in another more infamous movie, so hopefully I remember to call it the Bergman effect in that review. Also, the last 10 minutes of the movie feel largely tacked on and unnecessary. A second ending to pad the runtime more than to tell a good story, but I do like how it starts with an overture and ends with exit music, and for all these reasons, I'm gonna give it a C+. Far from Hitchcock's best, but not anywhere near his worst. Now the next 15 films will all come from the excellent Alfred Hitchcock The Masterpiece collection, which includes a lot of his best and a few of his worst. First up is Saboteur Tomorrow. See y'all then.